Good evening, everyone. Good morning, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're all well. Been an interesting time, hasn't it, guys? The last few weeks, the energies, everything has been absolutely like a roller coaster. We've had retrogrades, we've had directs. We're now in a period until April where there's no retrogrades whatsoever. We're going to have full speed ahead for our lives and all our lives and everything else for everybody up until April. So you're going to have changes, but have you noticed how the disruptions are going on in your life, whether it's your personal health, you're feeling congested and cold, whether you're having problems with personal relationships, you're having problems with career, you're having problems with yourself, understanding who you are and where you're going. This is all happening. It's all happening for a reason. Pluto's still around. It's still having an influence on people. It's going to bring up stuff of your past that you got to deal with. And if you haven't dealt with it, it's going to keep coming back until you deal with it. I've been going through the same thing. I've been working on myself, and that's what we have to do. Meditate, change the energy, understand who we are, accept the things that are going to change and have to go with the flow, and the things that you can change, you can stand up. And also, don't ever forget, no matter what's going on in our life, no matter what's going on in the world and the universe, you still have a right to say, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. That's where I want to go. Well, you still have that right. And if the door shuts on you, then you move on to the next door and the next road. But you have to keep moving forward. But you also have a right to put your intention out there, your energy out there, and say to the world and to the universe and to spirit, this is what I would like. This is what I want to do. But be aware of any signs, any red flags that you may see and all that. Take it as warning. Doesn't necessarily mean stop. It just means take it as a warning, discuss it, move on. And you keep moving forward. Okay, guys, so there's a lot going on around. There's a lot of disruption. You must be feeling unsettled. You must be feeling a bit spacey. You're not grounding yourself enough. And we have to just keep moving forward. So don't think that it's just you. Don't fall into the trap of falling into your own mind and into your own self and just thinking, is this just me? Is there something I've done wrong? And if there are things you've done wrong or whatever, that's fine. Own up to and be authentic. Move yourself forward, because then at least people know the truth and everything else, and all the energies and everything. And communication, talk, no matter how tough, how simple, how easy it is, talk. Because when you talk, you get those energies out. People understand where people stand. You know where you stand. Everybody knows where everyone stands, and everyone can move forward. And when we all come together and we all work and we all communicate and we all connect and we all feel and we understand. And we also understand that sometimes some emotions, some energies and some feelings we get may not be ours, and they can affect us and send us in our own turmoils and different paths that we don't really want to go or we end up in. And sometimes we have to be, okay, fine, I have to deal with this. And then you have to look inward, like I've had to do. We all have to look inwards. Why am I doing this? What's created this in me? Why is that there? And it's not just about dealing stuff with this in our human life, in this life, that we deal with past traumas or childhood traumas or, traumas that anything happened to us in our life, but it's our soul's journey as well, and the past lives. That what have we brought forward in our past life? We will find that will be brought forward in this time at the moment. And we have to heal, deal with it, and move on with that, and learn and become a new person, and we grow. And that's how we grow, through tough times, tough choices, tough decisions, and tough situations. That's how we grow. And we can have a choice to either walk away and go our own path, or we can have a choice and make that lesson count and understand what it means and keep moving forward in our own lives as well. And when we all do all that, that's when we'll be happier. That's when you'll tend to find that people around you are calmer, because you're calmer, everything else. And if someone's not calm, then that's their issue, and you'll find that you'll be able to discuss, communicate, talk with them and get it out and understand where it comes from. But as always, our biggest problem is our human ego. Let's be honest, we resist. We don't want this. We don't want that. This is what we wanted. We pictured in our mind, I wanted this, and this is how it was going to happen. Well, this is where God and the universe and spirit turn around and just say, hold my beer, because it'll happen, but not in the way you think it does. So we have to have trust and belief in the process. We have to have trust and belief in spirit. We have to have trust and belief that the divine know exactly what they're doing, and it all works out in the end. Because let's be honest, it does, doesn't it? No matter how much we shout, scream, squirm, throw our toys out or whatever, what's meant to be will end up being what it's meant to be. So there's all different levels that we're being affected at the moment, but understand at the moment the mental and the emotional, especially because of the energies around, because of the frequencies, because of the electromagnetic, the solar flares, everything else, Pluto, the whole 9 yards, is going to be sending us all in turmoil. You also noticing that people are getting angry for no reason, or they're struggling to control their emotions. That's happening everywhere, and everyone is suffering. I'm even walking down the streets, you can see people arguing and snapping at each other and fighting. I've seen it about 4 times in the last week, and it's flabbergasted me, and it's making me wake up realizing, but understand that this is a physical reaction. So when we get down, depressed, sad, and negative, that's a physical and an emotional, physical reaction to our emotional, spiritual, mental self. Because our own brain would go, I recognize this frequency, so it brings in all that old crap that you once before. That doesn't mean to say that that situation that triggered you is the same. It's just, it's on that same frequency, and your own body, your own brain will subconsciously go, I remember this frequency, and it will recreate what you were doing when you last felt that frequency. So 9 times out of 10, if it's negative, you're going to have a negative experience. So please understand that that happens. That's when we have to look at it, understand how it's affecting us, and we have to act accordingly to our own lives. You have to do what's right for you at the end of the day. And this I send out to everyone. I send out to everyone with love, and I send it out everyone love and light. And know that there's going to be people that are going to be angry and annoyed at you for some of the things you do or say. But if you know it's you and you're being true to you, then that's the path you have to live. And me personally, whether I squirm, resist or whatever, if someone does that and is respectful and comes to me and says that, and I can give them all the love and everything else. And that's what we should all be doing. And we make mistakes. I've made mistakes. We all make mistakes. So don't be too hard on yourselves. Get up each day. As that great admiral said, start the day by making your bed. Start your day by doing something simple. And how I start my day is I go, get up, go to the toilet, blah, blah. And then I look at myself in the mirror and I look at myself and I say, I love you. Not because I love me, but I say I love you because I love who I am. And we can only love ourselves. We're the only ones that can make ourselves happy. We're the only ones that can make ourselves contented and wanting to have the joys of life. So whenever you feel down or low, reach out to people. They'll give you help. But at the end of the day, it's all about you. Everything is about ourselves. And once we work out who we are and we love and like who we are, your world completely changes. So enjoy it. It can be tough. It can be difficult. But there's a roller coaster, and we all know what we feel like when we got off a roller coaster, exhilarated, excited, wanting to do it again. So, that's how we should be moving forward. Anyway, just so I don't take up too much time, because I can prattle on too much some of the time. I do have on line one, I've got Audrey in San Diego. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How you doing, Audrey? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. Oh, good. You a spiritual lady, or is it just something you're interested in, or is it actually something you practice and you actually do?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Are you a spiritual lady because it's just a curiosity and things like that, or do you try to live your life in a spiritual way? Do you practice spiritualism?
Oh, yeah, I do consider myself spiritual.
Good. I do feel that as well. Well, you're ringing this show, so you're going to, aren't you? I do feel, darling, I'm going to say, as I'm talking to you and I'm linking into your energy, I do, although you said you're okay and all that, I do feel that you have a low energy at the moment and you feel quite down, and it feels like life is a struggle for you at the moment, mentally and emotionally. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
You
I've been
know,
I've been through a lot in the last year.
I was just going to say, and can I was just going to say, do you feel like you keep asking the question, when will it end?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I understand it because you just said 2 years, but I feel it's a little bit longer than that. I'm getting 3 to 4 years, and it feels like you've just had not necessarily a string of bad luck, that's the wrong wording, but you've had quite major things happen to you in the last 3, 4 years that even you've sat there and, and looked out to God or to spirit or whatever and said, really? Is when's it going to stop? When's this battle run going to stop? Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you also understand, and I mean this mean this lovingly, but I'm getting this from Spirit. Spirit connecting me, and they're saying, and they're trying to give you as much love. And I got to be honest with you and say it how it is. But they're also saying that what I'm about to say to you may be emotionally tough to hear, but you will understand it. So I need to say it. Would you understand that if you took your emotion out of your life, if you just sort of take a step back and look at you and your life as though you're a third party, that even you could see that, okay, all these things have happened to me, but going forward, I can see that there isn't as many barriers as what there may would have been before.
Yeah, I mean I can understand that because
Yeah.
of
So
all the
before you
things
go
that
too far,
happened. Yeah.
I understand, or before you go too far, the reason why they're saying that, can you understand that they're saying, right, irrelevant of how you got to this point for a second, okay? Don't worry about that, why and how we got here. But going forward, they're showing me that you're going to have the time and the space and possibly even the finances to do some of the things you've always wanted to do but never did.
Okay.
I feel like this next year, your life, and especially in the coming months, the next 2 months, you're going to start to see that things are slowly going your way. Whereas before, you'll do things and they either didn't work out or they didn't happen and it would frustrate you. But I feel that you've got a lot of luck and you've got a lot of spirit on your side and that things have turned, because a lot of people are not aware of this, but Pluto moved out of Cancer after being in Cancer for 15 years, and it's now moved into Aquarius. And in doing that, so I don't know if you're a Cancerian or whatever, but for the last 15 years, there's been a lot of bad luck for a lot of people. It feels like there's been trouble after trouble after trouble to deal with. I feel that energy is turning for you. I feel that there is a wheel of fortune and it's starting to slow down and start to spin the other way. So you're going to start to see and feel things start to go your way, especially in the month of February and March. You're going to start, and that will give you a confidence, that will give you a lifting of energy that will get you back out into the world and start. There's something, they keep showing me, well, not showing me, making me feel, should I say, there's something you wanted to do all your life, or there's something you really would like to do, but you don't know whether to do it or not. They're going to say, I'm getting September, you're going to have the opportunity to do it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. And it's for you. I'm being shown this thing that you've always wanted to do. Don't worry about anybody else. It's like, just because you want to do it is enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So they want you to believe in yourself. They want you to have those dreams and they want you to think that it's okay, because they're also showing me you do a lot and give a lot to other people, but actually it's not even a case of you give yourself very little. It's almost like you give yourself nothing whatsoever.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, you don't even give yourself some time. You don't even give yourself some self-love. You don't even, I'm being shown, when was the last time you took yourself out and had a haircut or got your nails done or made yourself feel good?
It's been a really long time.
That's what they want you to do. Get out and start feeling like you. Start walking down the street with your head held high and feeling like $1 million, darling.
Okay.
Okay. Um, I'm being drawn. I've got a lady with me, and I'm being drawn. She keeps drawing me to rings on her fingers, and she's also drawing me attention to a necklace of some kind. So either you got one, or she was known for this. But I'm also getting like an emerald green or a green-coloured stone of some kind with the necklace. Um, hmm, uh, and they're pointing to the ring finger on the married finger. And I don't know why they're pointing to that, but they're showing me a ring. So I don't know if it's an engagement ring or a wedding ring that you've either got of somebody's or somebody's got of theirs in the family.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I mean, I was engaged to someone, but he died like a year ago. So, but
Oh,
someone else.
okay. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Thank you for that. Okay, let's explore that. Okay. Would you understand why I'm being shown a white picket fence and a white gate?
Uh, I mean, I'm not. I mean, it was. Yeah, I wanted to have the home, the
I
marriage
was
life,
gonna
and all
say,
that. Yeah.
I was just going to say, was it like a dream?
Yes.
I'm seeing a man smiling. So because of what you said, I'm assuming it's your husband. But I think he's up there trying to make your dream come true. And he's giving you a single red rose, darling.
Really.
And I think the single red rose is significant as well. It's symbolic.
Yeah.
Can you understand why he's saying, "I'm sorry for the mess that was left behind"?
Yeah. I understand completely.
Yeah, I don't want to go into details, but he's just saying, I'm so sorry for the mess that was left behind."
Yeah. Yep.
You understand? Can you understand? Please tell me if I'm wrong, but he's saying, "I'm so sorry for the mess behind." But he said, I wasn't I wasn't expecting to go.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a surprise to everybody. It was
Yeah,
sudden, out of the
it was a
blue.
sudden thing. Because he's actually laughing about it because he said, if I'd have known or it was a protracted illness or something, he said, I would have prepared. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's actually got a really quite good sense of humor about him as well. And I think that's what he's trying to say. He's trying to bring a bit of laughter and lightness into your life again because, for obvious reasons, darling, please accept my love and sympathies. But can you understand what he's saying? I'm trying to come in and lift you and get you to laugh again.
Yeah. He always liked to make everybody around him laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do get that feeling. He's a lovely character. Please know he's with you, darling. I do hear him chuckling. Right, I'm going to have to be quick because I've got to move on to the next thing. But before he left,
Okay.
I got Kentucky, I got barbecue, and I got Memphis.
Okay.
Okay,
That's random.
just
Okay.
you'll know what they mean to you, okay? But it's almost like he threw that in because he knew, there's other people that need to speak. But he threw that in. He's also right. He's also saying there's something about a clock or there's something that's moving in the house.
Okay.
So either a clock moves, and I don't mean the hands, but I mean it's like either a clock moves or an object is keep moving. It's almost like he's saying that's him trying to let you know he's there.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That makes
so
sense.
be aware of that. I'm so sorry, darling, but I've got to move on, Audrey.
Thank
But
you.
please,
Oh, thank you
please,
so much.
you're more than welcome, sweetheart. Please sort of tune in next week or whatever and just let me know how you get on. But big hugs, darling. Look after yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. I'll go straight onto the other line. I've got Amanda in New Brunswick, Canada. You there, Amanda?
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, darling. Right, as soon as I come to you, darling, I'm going to go straight into it. Normally, I sort of just see how you are and everything else, but I'm getting straight into it because as soon as you started speaking, everything is your life going at 100 miles an hour, or is it your brain that does that?
My brain.
Your brain, okay. Would you understand then? As soon as you said that, I know what you're talking about. You're overthinking about something.
Always.
Okay. And right, okay. Would you also understand I'm being shown that you're aware that that overthinking or whatever is what's causing you the disruptions in you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
Would you
definitely.
understand that I've got a lovely lady or male here? I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest with you. I've just got an instant energy that connected with me. But instantly, all I got was you hugging and loving yourself. And this seems to be a thing. Um, they really need you haven't done anything wrong. They really need you to accept and love who you are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart, you okay?
Yeah, I am. Sorry.
No, don't you dare say sorry. It's perfectly okay. Would you like me to continue?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. They really need you to know that you haven't done anything wrong. This was not you. This was all on somebody else or other things or life. But they're just saying, this, you've done nothing wrong, and they really need you to love who you are. You're a kind, caring, loving human soul that wears a heart on her sleeve. And you do everything for everybody else. You overthink things. You look at the details, not because you're paranoid or because you're a bad person. It's because you want to think of every little detail to make somebody else's life as good as it can be. But what Spirit is saying is, who looks at you and makes sure you're okay?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, sweetheart. So what they want you to do is, again, like the lady before, make yourself feel like you. Do the things that you enjoy. So not all the time because you're not a selfish lady, but they're saying, go and get your nails done, go and get your hair done, put on your favourite music, go dancing, but just do something that you really enjoy and you know will uplift you.
Okay.
Okay? Because our human souls and our human selves and our spiritual self, we're a glass of water. And if we keep giving to other people, whether mental, physical, or emotional, if we keep giving to other people, eventually that glass of water becomes empty. And then when that glass of water becomes empty, that's a symbolism of us. We become empty. And that's when we become sad, down, and everything else. So how do we make sure that glass doesn't become empty? We have to top it up. And we top it up by giving ourselves some self-love and some self-care. Whether that's standing in front of the mirror and just telling yourself that you love yourself each day and each night, so eventually your soul believes it, or by going out and getting your nails done, hair done, buying a new outfit, whatever, going out with the girls, but find some joy, find some happiness, find some laughter, and you'll find that you, with each day that you get up, your heart will be that little bit more healed.
Thank you for that.
You're more than welcome, Amanda, sweetheart. Why am I being shown horses, but lots of wild horses?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm hearing the song now by the Rolling Stones and Susan Boyle or whatever. I'm hearing the song Wild Horses.
Um, I'm really not sure.
Right, okay. After this show, I want you to Google or, whatever music thing you use, or go on YouTube or whatever, and Google Wild Horses, the Rolling Stones, and listen to the song, because I'm being shown it will make sense to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. All right. Sure.
Would you understand as well that in life, whether it's relationships, career, or whatever, but in life, do you feel that you have attachments, maybe the wrong word, but do you feel that there's some things that are holding you back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I'm
is.
being shown that you need to cut one or two of those attachments.
I'm trying. I'm
I
trying
get
very
you,
hard. Yeah.
darling. I get you. Easier said than done, isn't it? Um, but do you know
I'm.
that you're doing the right thing?
Pardon?
Do you know in yourself that you are actually doing the right thing?
I did the best I could with what I had.
No, I get that, but I'm on about now where I said, you know, where you need to release one or two of those attachments, and you said that you're trying, but when you're releasing those attachments, the reasons for releasing them, you know, are the right reasons. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So what they're saying is you need to believe in that. You know what you're doing now is for the right reasons.
Okay.
Okay. And when there's disruption, whatever caused that disruption, when there's disruption and you're doing things that maybe other people may not like or whatever, there will be, you know, heightened tension. There will be confrontation. There will be, you know, agitation. There'll be all these energies that are around. Okay. And they will create discontent within you and disruption, and people, you know, pointing fingers and arguing and saying things that shouldn't be said and all the rest of it. But when you know deep down truly that what you're doing is for the right reasons and you're doing it the right way, that keeps you going. And then eventually, over a period of time, even the other people that may not have agreed with you eventually will go, actually, I see why that happened and why that was done, and okay. But time is the greatest healer.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart.
It's comforting,
Well,
actually.
sorry, darling.
No, it's comforting to hear.
So I couldn't hear you.
I said that's comforting to hear.
No, you're welcome, darling. Spirit, with readings and things like that, right? If ever you hear a medium or a psychic or whatever saying that, you know, that they get everything perfect, they never get anything wrong, I can show you a liar. When we get things wrong, it's us that gets things wrong. Spirit never get it wrong. It's us that get it wrong. Me as a medium, a psychic or whatever, and other people, and it's the same. But the fact that you just said you feel comforted and all that, it shows me that, you know, we're doing the right thing. So Spirit getting the message across, and know that they've got a lot of love for you. And I know it's a cliche, but there's a lot of love for you, and there is actually a lot of spirit around you. And again, like I said to the lady before, and like I said to the lady before you, I do feel that in the next month or two, you're going to notice things that are going to start turning automatically your way, and you'll find that things are just starting to happen and they're going your way rather than going the opposite way. And you'll, in your head, you go, oh, I saw that, you know, that worked how I wanted to, or worked better than I thought. But know that things are going to slowly start turning for you, okay? I also do see some money coming towards you in February. I don't know why, but I see money coming towards you in February. All right, so take that. I'm also being shown a big bunch of white roses. Now, white roses for me are normally a symbol for my mum. So I don't know if your mum is in spirit and she wants to be acknowledged, or if not, it's just a big bunch of white roses that someone wants to give you. So.
No, my ex-boyfriend, anytime I get a reading, keeps throwing flowers at people.
Okay, darling, so you can take it. That's the main thing. As long as it makes sense to you and it gives you comfort, that's the main thing. I'm so sorry, Amanda. I've got to go because my show's about to finish literally in seconds. So I try to take it right to the end. But please take my love, Amanda, and know that you are protected and you're safe and you're looked out upon by Spirit. All right, darling?
Thank you.
You're more than welcome, Amanda. And that's to everybody. Know that Spirit are with you even when you're going through tough times and you don't understand why. But know that Spirit love you. Know that you love yourself. And things will turn. They're turning, guys. So namaste. Look after yourself and stay safe.